Hey guys, welcome to the latest edition of the Kronos AV Review Diaries. Today, as you can see, we're going to take a look at the Fyne Audio Classic 8 SM loudspeakers. These are a huge customer favourite. They're a speaker we are really excited about. They're a speaker we really love here at Kronos. So we decided it was about time we got them into our studio and did a review on them. So, starting with, as you can see, these are a very retro style speaker. Fyne, when they designed these speakers, were going for a 1970s era look, and I think they've pulled it off exceptionally well. I should say that the photos and even this video probably don't do the speaker justice, because in the flesh these are really beautifully finished, beautifully made. There's so many little details that the camera doesn't really pick up on, but when you see them in the flesh you'll truly understand just the amount of attention to detail and effort that went into building these. In terms of their styling, as you can see, you get a lovely walnut veneer, really nice fabric in and around the base where the port is. They do come with a grille, which, as you can see, is just the same material, same styling. There's little beautiful things, even like little Fyne audio badge here, little leather tab, which makes the grille removal really easy. Obviously they're just magnetically attached, so it's nice and simple. But getting into the technology, despite the fact they have the retro look, the 1970s look, they feature all the modern technology that Fyne Audio have developed. So to that end, you get an 8-inch driver, you get the bass track supporting system, which is obviously behind this nice cloth grille. I should have also mentioned, obviously, it's an isoflare driver, which is something that Fyne have developed and is sort of a key element of a lot of their speaker design. But also, as you may notice, you have these two knobs in the front. These are exceptionally good, and one of the reasons these speakers are so popular. So essentially what these are is a high frequency energy adjustment and presence adjustment. The high frequency, as the name suggests, controls the high frequency, and basically these knobs allow you to increase by a 3 dB or minus 3 dB in the gain. But as you do that, that allows you, it doesn't affect the performance of the speaker as such, but it affects the sound to suit certain rooms. That's the idea behind this technology. These are passive, so they're connected to the crossover, and they're really there to help with room placement. Because obviously, as much as all of us would love to obviously have a room that is perfectly designed for our systems, generally we have to use rooms that have issues like furniture, like windows, like maybe walls sitting out in the room, and that's where this kind of technology comes in so useful, and that's one of the reasons these are so popular, because it makes them a very user-friendly speaker, it makes a very neutral speaker. And while these are stand mounts, and they're quite a large stand mount, I guess you could say, the fact that you have this adjustment makes this a speaker that works for so many people. Obviously the styling works for a lot of people as well. So there's a lot of ticks, if you like, to why these are so popular. I think sonically they sound very similar to a lot of the other Fyne speakers. They are still that really warm musical sound. The higher ends, high frequencies are just beautifully controlled. Lots of detail, but without overwhelming the sound. The bass is tight, it's punchy. It's just a really all-round good speaker. Sonically very impressive. Very few negatives really that we can think of. They work well with most amplifiers. They're not overly picky about the products you match them with. And as I say, they work in pretty much most rooms because of the fact that you have this adjustment. They are down-firing as well, which helps with placement. On the rear you have high and low frequency, so you can either by-wire these or obviously use jumpers, which are also supplied with the speakers. You also have a ground as well, so if you have any earthing issues in your room, that might be useful. So these in many ways are a problem solver for a lot of people, because certain speakers will not work in the rooms, but these will, and that in itself is a huge benefit to so many people. At £3,500, bearing in mind these are hand built in the UK, bearing in mind they feature all the modern technology of Fyne, in retrospect, for us these are a true bargain. because there's very few speakers we feel in the market that you can get that can compete sonically, can give you all these features, that have this build quality, and I think that is just a testament to why Fyne are doing so well and why these speakers are so popular. If the stand mount option isn't quite for you, there is a classic VIII, which is essentially the floor standing version of this speaker, and then you have two more larger floor standers as you go up the range, but obviously the price also increases as you go up. I hope that gave you a really quick overview just of the speaker, some of its features, some of the reasons why these speakers are so popular. Obviously, if you'd like to ask a few more questions, chat to us about how these would work in your system, in your room, we're always welcome. Any emails, calls, we're happy to help with that. For us, the key thing is that when we sell a product, we want to make sure it works in your environment, because that is the most important thing. It's easy, maybe something may sound good in a shop, may sound good in other places, but it needs to work in your room. That's why we're huge fans of these. This is why they've been such a big customer base. And so please do feel free to give us a call, fire us an email, drop us a message, live chat. We're more than happy to discuss that. We can also do these on 0% finance up to 36 months. So there's lots of ways to pay. You can also pay via PayPal, use PayPal Finance. So there's lots of options there. Of course, if you'd like to hear them in a demo, please do give us a call. These are available here in all our stores, and we're more than happy. I would love to see you in store if you want to have a listen. I hope this video has been informative. I hope it's given you a brief overview of the speakers. I hope you guys have enjoyed it, most importantly. So thank you again for watching, and I hope to see you guys soon.
Thanks for listening.